Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone. How's you doing guys? I hope you are absolutely great because it's rainy season in Indonesian and I think it's easy to getting flu or something that will make you feel not good. And I'm not alone here, so I'm with my friend or my partner in this group. And anyway, we are from group 4. So my name is Kala Pertiwi and my partner is
Dinda Putri Noviani.
Okay, so materials will be conveyed to you. As you can see, there are the materials about business communication. Number 1 is the concept of communication itself, and then the communication models and types of communication, the communication principles, and then the importance of communication in business, the components of business communication process, and then the barriers of business communication, the effect of business communication barriers, and the last one is how to overcoming barriers to effective better communication. So without further ado, let's start the presentation. And the first materials will be explained by Dinda.
Okay, the first material about concept of communication. So, the most important aspect in promising relationship for both personal and business purpose is communication. Sender, message, and receiver are the three essential concepts of communication. So, communication is the process by which a person, group, or organization as sender transmit data or related information to another person, group, or organization as receiver. Okay, next material about communication model. So, communication model divided into 4. Number 1, Laswell models. This is a linear communication model, unidirectional process, and activity model, and it represents a one-way communication process. Number 2, Shannon and Wafer model. This is a linear communication model that can be used to analyze how message conveyed and received. The next model is Berlow model. The SMCR model or Berlow model include the element of source, message, channel, and receiver. And the next model is dense helical model. So the word helicals come from Greek word helix, which names spiral staircase. So communication is a feedback-driven, evolving, and dynamic process.
Okay, the next material is types of communication. As you can see, there are 4 types in communication. The first one is intrapersonal communication. So basically, intrapersonal communication is when a person talks to himself or herself through thought and feeling processes, and the process shapes our identity and the way we view things. And the second one is interpersonal communication. So interpersonal communication is the process of 2 or more individuals exchanging information, sentiments, and meaning via verbal or non-verbal messages. And the third one is public communication. So public communication is when a person or a group of people assemble and share information in that group in order to deliver a message on a specific issues or topic. And the fourth one or the last one is mass communication. So basically mass communication is the process of developing, sending, receiving, and analyzing messages for a broad audience. It's whether via vocal or written media. For example, it's like magazines, newspaper, radio, and maybe movie, and the other media. And the next material is the communication principles. So there are 5 principles in communication. The first one is unavoidable. So what does that mean, that communication is unavoidable? It's difficult to not communicate, therefore communication is unavoidable. This is because we communicate all the time, even if we aren't aware of it. It's just like our gestures, our expression, and the way we move, it's also called communication. And the second one is operates on 2 levels. So feedback from the receiver to the sender is part of the 2-way communication or level required in the message process. And the third one is irreversible. So what does that mean? It means you wish you hadn't said something bad before and you can apologize and then you regret it, but you cannot take it back. That's irreversible. Because of that, you must watch what you said, refraining from using harsh words. This is because it can affect how the other communicate with us based on previous communication experience. And the fourth one is process. So process is a principle of communication needs to complete its process during transferring information or messages from the sender to the receiver by using a specified channel of communication or by overcoming communication barriers. And the fifth one, or the last one, is not a panacea. So what does that mean that communication is not a panacea? It means all problems cannot be solved or cured just through communication. The disintegration of communication might be because by a lack of communication. The disintegration of a relationship might be because by a lack of communication, misunderstanding and negative feelings can be exacerbated just because by a lack of communication. However, communication can also be used to solve problems, and the problem can be solved by communication, then continues the communication process.
Okay, the next material about the importance of communication business. Number one is exchanging information. So, effective communication relies heavily on the exchange information between and among numerous stakeholders. Through successful communication, a corporate organization connects with its partner and other groups involved in society. Number two, increasing employee efficiency. Effective communication allows employees to freely exchange information while also reduce misconception and uncertainty. Number three, achieving goal. By giving relevant information, instruction, and direction, a good communication system motivate and employ at all levels. Next, solving problems. Disagreement between parties may arise during the communication process. A good communication skill can assist the parties in finding a solution, and as a result, reduce conflict among all parties concerned. Okay, the next material about component of business communication process. Number one is sender, number two encoding, number three message, number four media, number five receiver, number six decoding, number seven response, number eight feedback, and number nine noise. Next. Okay, the next material about the barriers of business communication. So, barriers of business communication divided into four. Number one, perceptual barriers. Different POV on a subject can make it a difficult communication effectively. Being unconcerned about another person's POV creates a barrier to effective communication. Number one, emotional barriers. Anger and frustration can impair a person's decision-making abilities and, as a result, limit their ability to communicate effectively. Number three, language barriers. If the person does not know much about knowledge and semantic, they might misunderstand or misinterpret the message. Next material about cultural barriers. When people comes from different cultures, speak different language, or use different symbol and gesture, cultural difference may hinder their communication.
Okay, the next material is the effect of business communication. So there are four effects of business communication barriers. The first one is reduce productivity. So employees who feel they're not being heard or who have difficulty on making themselves known are less productive than the other. And the second one is bad culture. Poor communication among coworkers creates negative feelings as well as an atmosphere of distrust and ambiguity. And the third one is reduced leadership. So one of the most important abilities a leader should possess their ability to communicate effectively. When he or she fails to do so, their capacity to lead suffers. And the fourth one, or the last one, is increased costs. So people have to work harder and get less done because of ineffective communication, which raises the cost of doing communication. And the last material is how to overcoming barriers to effective better communication. As you can see, there are 9 how to overcoming. Number 1 is make your idea clear before communicating and ensure the time of your communication is good and listen before you speak again. And then the important is use a language your listener can understand. Make your message to the point and short because if too long, it's getting bored for your audience. And the 6th one is check if the other person has understood of your message. And then take care of your body language, tone, and the content of the message. The important one is do not interrupt when someone else is speaking. And the last but not least, make your message judgment-free. Okay, I will convey the conclusion about business communication. So communication is a fundamental aspect of both personal and business relationships, encompassing various models and types that facilitate the exchange of information. Effective communication relies on understanding the sender, message, channel, and receiver, while also navigating potential barriers such as perceptual, emotional, and cultural difference. The principle of communication highlights it's unavoidable, operates on 2 levels, irreversible, process, and not dependency. In a business context, strong communication is crucial for exchanging information, executing plans, enhancing employee efficiency, and achieving organizational goals. Conversely, barriers to communication can lead to reduced productivity, poor workplace culture, and increased costs. Therefore, fostering effective communication strategies is essential for success in any organizational setting. Okay, that's our materials that we have and that we can share to you. And if you have any question about the materials, you can put it on in the comment section. And thank you very much for watching this video. Bye-bye.
Bye.